Shalom. Shalom, shalom. Today I will be delivering a brief excerpt from my book titled Yom Kippur. Would the enemy divide himself from himself? Not only an Alpha Omega oxymoron, but any insinuation from either side would be a stone cold bluff. Quote, check better folds up. The action is to you. End quote. That's a poker reference. On to the index, titled Smart Water. And then of course it's a little bit different. There is no opening, middle, end. There's an opening, there's middle ground, and then in opening instead of in closing. Because wisdom has no start or end, just as the infinity symbol is just a continuum. Preface. All praise to the Most High, Yehovah, and His only begotten Son, John 14:6. Prologue. World Wide Web, period. Widowhood, period. Learn to block people, period. Don't debate, period. Don't fight, period. Don't harass, period. Don't reason, period. Matthew 7:6. Down, Matthew 10:14. Just block, period. Prologue 2. When you're up at the start of the day, first thing should be on your mind is Jesus. The last thing before you go to sleep that should be on your mind is Jesus. Rinse and repeat. Prologue 3. All come from Africa. No. Do not ask me. Ask a geneticist. There are exceptions to the rule, but I have no interest in covering things hid within darkened webs, or touching sticky subjects related to aspects of the nosebleed meta regarding true high-stakes poker in this game called, quote, life, end quote. I need not to cause mass hysterias or nervous breakdowns or soft aneurysms. If even many types of Gentile are technically African by default, then the question remains, why should I attack myself? Is that not the definition of an imbecile? Shall I slap or punch myself while I'm at it? Any sane person would have you committed, beloved. Romans 10:9-12. And then a hidden message, hidden symbolism I won't mention here. And then Psalms 139, verse 18. Prologue 4. The tares and the wheat. Hip-hop's central theme honors, pays tribute, lifts up the name of, pays homage, recognizes, praises, and glorifies Satan, the devil's kingdom, the god of this world and of the second heaven. Hip-hop is the polar opposites scripturally of God's kingdom. All of the superstars are like fallen angels, the way some may falsely attempt to disguise themselves as angels of light, in actuality, wolves in sheep's skin. Most of your superstars are witches, warlocks, high priests, Freemasons, Luciferians, Satanists, etc., or general false teacher. One step further under the microscope, Satan the devil is hip-hop, quite literally. R&B, rock, jazz, pop, country, reggae, heavy metal, etc. You name it. He was the chief musician in the third heaven. Every instrument known to flesh, as well as other instruments that have not been revealed to man in our history, I know for a fact exists beneath his esophagus. Many bad actors in high places know exactly what I'm talking about. Satan literally is music. Back to the tares of the field that are placed on a pedestal for good reason. Without the tares, much of the adversary's endgame could not function properly. The infrastructure of his manipulation, twisting, warping of things, times, places, peoples, etc. If the multitudes were not routinely, habitually under vexations, hypnotizations, mesmerizations, inoculation of so-called, quote, music, end quote, even if you vehemently disagreed and chose to receive this utterance of truth captured into text on this page as the antagonistic view, and you, the downloader, chose to prove me wrong, please do so by all means. Write them letters, email them, DM, quote, DM, end quote, them all. Seldom will you ever get a response. Even if you do, you will find for yourself there is no power of any kind between their ears. Their prefrontal lobes are utterly shot, placid, corroded, or dilapidated down altogether. Both lukewarm in sin and red hot true pedigree in Satan. Gangsters, along with lukewarm in Christ or ice cold in Christ, studio gangsters. From decades of narcotic and neurotoxin abuse, the heart has waxed cold